Brutal reality that no one wants to hear is that you need to stop caring about how you look.
Just how triggering are our phones?
It's a term you may have never heard before, looksmaxxing.
So it looks like it's a community where you are going to maybe pick up some tips for living a healthier life, maybe modifying your appearance in some way. And instead, what many people are getting is, you know, if you can't hit these benchmarks, then you should really consider self-harm.
Personally, I hated how...
Yeah, so no one really actually says that.
Benchmarks, then you should really...
Maybe someone on like .org or like some forum. Yeah, they're pretty toxic. Where on the internet is it not toxic? Go on any forum, it's pretty toxic.
Consider self-harm.
I mean, you definitely could take some tips from the community, bro. You could probably join my school and lose some weight, man. Because you look pretty bad. You have the glasses on, the horrible haircut, overweight. It's funny how someone like this could ever make an opposition to the looksmaxxing movement when you look like this. We know you have no results. If you were to get Tinder, you'd have no likes. So who's really right at the end of the day? Just saying.
Then you should really consider self-harm.
Personally, I hated how I looked growing up. I didn't like my nose.
Oh yeah, you look so bad, bro.
Personally, I hated how I looked growing up. I didn't like my...
Oh yeah, damn, bro. You look so bad, bro. Yeah.
nose. I didn't like my smile. I didn't have my first kiss until I was 16, and I kind of blamed all of my failings on it. You know, I tried every hairstyle in the book, believing that I would find the one that would finally help me get girls and stop hating myself.
So I'm actually having a crisis over there because it is actually ginger, but I don't know whether I should like buzz it or just do...
Yeah, you kept doing a bunch of unnatural things. All you had to do is just let your hair grow and not touch it, not dye it, not even cut it. You can maybe get a maintenance haircut, but just let it grow. That's all you had to do. You have a good face.
Sides.
And at one
Also, you just had to eat healthy to clear your skin.
point, and it's truly scary to admit because it actually happened in the last 3 years, but I genuinely searched up nose surgeons because I truly believed that if I had nose surgery, that it would, for some reason, make me better looking and finally, you know, make me like myself.
He doesn't have a bad nose at all. That would be a pretty dumb surgery for him. I don't think, see, if I was him, I wouldn't get any surgery. He already looks really good. Hence, the only reason he has any views is because of the way he looks.
You see, social media needs you to think that if you are better looking, you will have an easier life, because the reality is you are being sold to.
If you're not paying for the product, then you are the product.
Absolutely true. Let's talk about my own channel, because this directly applies to me. I sell a product, a school, and I guess if people didn't think that looks mattered, people would be less inclined to buy it. But I don't really spend time trying to convince people that looks matter. You can make up your own mind. I think you'll find they do. I'm not going to lie to you. I think all the statistics, the halo effect, you know, every experiment proves looks do really matter. You look at your own experience, you see a girl, she's attractive, you're interested. You see a girl, she's ugly, you're not interested. You know for yourself, looks are extremely important. Fair enough, if you watch my videos, I'm actually pretty demonetized, but you would be the product by giving me ad money. But I don't really make much off that at all because most of my videos are demonetized, which is kind of why I do sell a product. Also, I realized, hey, I have a lot of info on like facial aesthetics, diet, nutrition, looksmaxxing techniques, surgery. I was like, I have all these like pillars of like kind of life maxing. I should definitely make a product with it. But no, he's right. You are the product if you're not paying for something, typically, unless I'm demonetized.
The more insecure you are as a person, the more you're going to buy. It's like the oldest trick in the book.
That's true. That's definitely true.
Because, well, guess what? The guy that buys the flashier car, the bigger house, the nice watch, isn't the guy that goes home at the end of each day and is happy with who he is and what he's got.
Absolutely. The materialistic cope. Absolutely.
The guy that wakes up each morning and believes that by buying these things or having these things, he will fulfill or unlock whatever insecurity he's currently holding.
Just bought my first Loro Piana shirt. I'm officially better than everyone
I see what he means with the nose, but I don't think he needs to do anything, obviously.
else.
And that's the loop that you get stuck in.
Right, so it's day 7. So it's day 2. Right, so it's day 5. As you might be able to see, my face gets like bloated.
You know, I think for so long I've been in this pursuit of something that isn't really real, and then when you finally find out that it's not real, and that everything that you do and stand for is, yeah, nothing.
And the really sad thing is, and for whatever reason it's weird to admit this on social media, but we are all so much more than this.
What does that even mean?
Now look, I'm not going to sit here and say how you look won't affect your life. 100% it can. You know, I meet on a regular basis some of the most awful, untalented, laziest people that you could possibly meet, that on the surface live what appears to be the perfect life just because of how they look.
Does he not realize that's him though? Like, the reason you have a following is you would just make videos of your haircuts. If you looked ugly, no one would watch them. All the comments are girls simping for you. You'd have... Just don't care, bro. Yeah, it would be easier for you not to care because you already have good looks.
Enormous influence.
These influencers are
influential for a day.
social media.
How many followers do you need to be considered an influencer? Is it 5,000? Is it 500,000? Is it 1 million?
Who cares?
I want you to take a moment, and I want you to think about the person who had the most influence over you in your life. And now I want you to ask yourself this question. How many social media followers did they have at the height of their influence over you? And if you're anything like me, you are thinking the exact same number. 0. You do not need a large, a small, any social media following to be an influencer. My parents are influencers, teachers,
Who cares?
friends. And at the height of their influence over me, not one
Like,
of them had
seriously.
social media. To me,
What is, like, NPC retarded TED Talk? Like, what is this garbage?
influencer is much more a verb than a title. It is less, I am an influencer, and more, how do I use my influence?
Also, nice peasant haircut, by the way.
Follower count denotes nothing but how far your reach can go, not how you use it.
But I'll also be the first to tell you that some of these people are some of the most self-loathing and self-hating and unhappiest people that you will ever come across. You know, I mean, what fun is a video game if you start it on level 100? And I mean also, and secondly...
Yeah, exactly. We have to work up like a video game and get surgery. You're right, bro. It's more fun this way.
And probably most importantly, you need to spend less time on social media. You know, you need
That's true. I agree.
to come outside and see the real world, where these things tend not to matter so much.
Yeah, totally, bro. It matters so much in real life and dating apps. More on dating apps. Real life is still extremely important.
So when you wake up tomorrow, don't waste your time wondering if you can be better looking, because that will only lead you to loathe yourself and the people around you. Instead, ask yourself what assets you need to have to tame your inner hunger to improve. And, you know, I'll be honest, these are incredibly lackluster examples, but it could be learning a new language or going on a run every single day, or
Learning a new set of symbols. What's that going to do for you? Running, just that's catabolic. Just chronically raise your cortisol, decrease your testosterone. So you said waste your time learning a lot of new symbols or lower your testosterone. Let's see what else you have.
I don't know, like doing stand-up comedy. It doesn't really
And being a jester.
matter, but the point is that you're learning something that isn't entirely focused around looking at yourself in the mirror every single day and hating yourself. As by
Yeah, it's definitely not good to do that. I agree.
being truly passionate and dedicated to something in the long term, you will unlock things that you think good looks will unlock for you, but at a level that you can't even imagine.
And also, you know, this
Oh, thank you. It means a lot coming from you, bro.
is kind of my real message.
Because you're ugly and you have a great life, right? Oh no, you have a good life because you're good looking. But the message is coming from you. It's just garbage.
You have to start chasing the things that really matter, and not the things that other people tell you should matter.
What really matters, truly, is going to be your relationships, and that will be shaped by your looks, and all the data supports this. Because, in my opinion, I think, of course, naturally the meaning of life is to reproduce, and ideally have a family, so it appears. It's a huge part of life. Also having friends, like being around people. People are what makes life life. Take away every person on earth. You could have a Lambo, you could have a big mansion, you're the only person on earth. What's the fucking meaning of it? It's empty, it's completely devoid. It's science. Isolate for certain variables. Isolate for one variable, look at the result. We isolate for one variable, we remove all other people, everything's meaningless. You remove all Ferraris, life still has meaning. You remove all anything else, you remove all trees, life still has meaning. You know, you could be nihilist and say, yeah, life has no meaning, whatever. It feels like it has no meaning if you don't have people. So, hence, I think having a relationship, having kids and a wife is super, super, super important. And the way to get there is going to mostly be looks.
Because otherwise you're just going to end up right back where you started, but even more bitter and resentful. And also, and most importantly, and it's something that we don't really say enough, but love yourself. You know? Because no one else is going to do it for you.
Depends on who you are. Also, okay, this seems like such a fake message. I don't know, maybe not, but you can't just be confident. Just love yourself. You can't spawn these things out of thin air. You can't just, oh, I'm gonna be confident, I'm gonna love myself. It arises naturally from the way you're treated, the life you've lived. You can't just do that. Just love yourself, bro. You just can't, man. Maybe you can. Perhaps you're a good-looking guy. You've probably had a great life. I think he like does cancer research or something, and he probably has a very high self-esteem. Sure, I would too if I were you. I mean, I get it. But your advice is don't care about looks is from someone who looks good. You could even be right, but it's hard to take your message seriously. It's like, you know, for example, when rich people say money won't make you happy, they're actually right. It actually won't. They are right. And I'm not rich, by the way, at all. And it's just hard for people to take seriously because it's from the wrong messenger. But they're completely right. Money will actually not make you happy whatsoever. All the materialism is completely meaningless. Like, fuck it. Fuck everything. I mean, seriously. Anything that's materialistic, forget it. But you look good. You got a complete... Your life is built from your looks, and then you say, don't care about looks. I don't know, man. I mean, it's, what else can I say but that? Like, if he had a facial deformity and he had all those followers and his life was super great and he said that, I'd be like, hey, man, that's pretty powerful. But no, you happen to be a top 1% looking guy saying just don't care about your looks. He had a point. There's probably some people who are trying to convince you looks matter to sell you something. That's probably true. I'll be straight up with you. You can choose what you want. I think looks really, 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 really matter. And I've been in this for 4 years, looking at all the data, all the research, all the results, my own personal experience. Come to your own conclusion. I don't want to sell you anything. You don't have to buy my school. You can go to someone else's. You can go find information for free. I don't care. If you want my implementation, my guides, then yeah, join my school if you want. You really do whatever you want. Genuinely, I have enough sales. I have enough money. I don't really care about any more money. It's a materialism. I really don't care at all. Join, leave, whatever. I don't care. I like that I'm helping people get healthier, which I think is a very good thing, though. I will say, it is a good feeling. Like when you see the results of people like, dude, you fixed my depression, you fixed my skin, I lost 20 pounds of fat in a few months. What's better than seeing that? That actually is a real impact. And, you know, I like that a lot more than the $19 or whatever someone gave me, you know? So, yeah, guys, I've been yapping a little too long, but I really don't want to try to convince you. Come to your own conclusion. But I think people will find, maybe you'll miss it if you're a top 1% guy. Many of you guys will find, if you don't already know, looks is extremely important. And not everyone has the freedom of not caring about it.